Hello, I'm Richard, and this is North East Football Media. Hello, I'm Richard. Welcome back to North East Football Media. This is the latest episode in the Focus on Grassroots series, and today it's a double edition. I've got two people joining me. It's Paul Worth and Mike Sudworth, and they're both from Cramlington Town Juniors. So, Mike and Paul, thanks a lot for joining the channel today. You both okay?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yourself?
Yes, thanks, Richard.
Good. Yeah, not too bad at all. Just really wanted to start with a little bit about you guys, really. When did you first get involved in grassroots football, and particularly with, obviously, Cramlington Town Juniors, which is the club that you're at the moment?
Well, I became a football coach about 15 years ago, and it was really just getting involved with my two stepsons playing. I played semi-pro and decided that was enough. My knees were telling me enough. So I wanted to get into the junior football. So I was at a different club for quite a while. But came to Cramlington Town Juniors about 3 years ago, as my daughter started playing there as well. They then lost the coach and really needed someone to step in at the time. There was 2 or 3 teams just needed a bit of guidance, so it kind of took off from there. So it's evolved from there, and we're trying to build up the girls' football properly now at the club. So me and Paul have been made joint directors of girls' football recently, and we're both manager and assistant manager of the under-12s girls' team. Paul, I'll let you tell your side.
Oh, thank you. Well, basically, I joined through my daughter playing football. She was on the team. Mike asked for basically some help to coach the kids, and it was just watching the kids playing football that got me involved. Seeing the smile that you get now that I've seen both sides of it. Obviously, as a parent, you love watching it, but there's an even better incentive when you're a coach. When you see them do that little flick that you've taught them, or that little step over that you know something that you've shown them what to do, and I wouldn't give it up for the world, put it that way.
Excellent. It's good to hear. Just tell us a little bit more about the club then. Obviously, Cramlington Town Juniors. How long have they been going, and how many teams is there throughout the club?
That's a good question. Actually, I'm not sure. Actually, the amount it's probably in the 20s. We've lost you recently, but the club's going from strength to strength, and we've got age groups all the way up from 7 to both a senior men's and a ladies team. So there's a good step ladder through for any players who wish to progress. And the club was started from Cragside First School in 1994, funnily enough by a headmistress, Mrs. Minns, who ran the school football team. And then she needed help with parents, and it evolved from there. Became Cragside Cobras, then Cramlington Cobras, and now to the modern day Cramlington Town Juniors. And they moved to the base at East Hartford in 1994, and that's where we've been ever since.
Excellent. Okay. I mean, does the club own the facilities at the clubhouse, or is it just a council or school that you play at?
Again, I think it's owned by the actual club. They've just put in planning permission, which has been granted to build a bigger clubhouse. So that's being expanded. So it's going to be more of a community hub for the local area, and obviously the football team. And one of the big things there is there's going to be better changing rooms and a games room for the kids. So if we get bad weather and you might not be able to do a football session, you can just take them in there and they can play pool, table tennis. There's going to be that sort of thing. So that's going to be one of the exciting new things that are happening soon.
No, that sounds really good. I mean, what do you guys enjoy most then about being involved with Cramlington Town Juniors?
Go on. It's basically just the kids, watching them develop, watching them have fun. I always tell a story of watching from the sidelines as a parent. There was a team we were playing. They were getting beat 4-0, and this girl, I'll never forget, the ball had just gone in the back of the net against them, and she's still got a smile on her face. It went to a centre kick, and literally she's doing a TikTok dance, and it's watching a girl get. I mean, as a lad growing up when I played football, and you were getting beat 5-0, your heads just went down. You didn't enjoy it, but these girls were literally just dancing away, having a good time, and it was that kind of mentality that got me involved into the sport, and that's the bit that I love, just seeing them enjoy themselves, having a bit of fun. And I am a bit of a joker. I prefer the laugh side of things than anything else. And seriously, just watching them, the smile, that's the bit that got me. So that's the bit I enjoy the most.
One thing we found is our girls always come off with a smile on their face, even if they lose. So the team spirit's really good. But the emphasis is on fun and development. You know, we like winning matches, but so long as they've enjoyed themselves and they want to come again. So, you know, to come to every session and enjoy the fun. We're just starting the summer side, and we're going to be training. Always have some football, cricket, football, tennis, football reps. So we've got loads of games for them, and I think that's why they enjoy it so much.
Yeah, that sounds great. I mean, do your team and I suppose the club in general, do you get involved in a lot of sort of community activities to, you know, maybe raise funds for a local area, or do you get the local community involved in stuff that you do as well?
It's certainly something that the club's looking at. There is another arm that we don't get involved in per se, but there's how do they call it? It's the Cramlington Community project, a separate entity, but still run by it has a connection to the club. The president that we have at the club is set this charity up, and it's something that we're trying to branch into, hopefully in the not too distant future. Again, with what Mike was saying, with the expansion of the clubhouse, again, it's going to be part of the ethos through the club.
Coming to the community, we do run projects like mini kickers and soccer club, and there's holiday camps. So the actual coaches, like Joel, get involved with running the holiday camps, and it's not just for Cramlington Town players. It's for children in the schools and the community, and obviously holiday camps at half term, things like that. But that has a little bit of a footfall then, that they will come on and join teams and want to get involved in the football more permanent club then.
Yeah, no, that sounds really good. Obviously, I suppose for both of you, really. I mean, if you could change one thing about grassroots football, what would it be? What would be your priority to change? If you had one thing that you could change?
Well, mine were overzealous coaches and parents. Yeah. My overzealous parents and coaches who have a win at all cost mentality. Obviously, in 15 years, I've seen a few. It is nice to win, but the taking part's what matters the most, and seeing the kids develop the skills and enjoy themselves. But there's a few bad eggs out there that could be taken out, really. Paul?
The only thing I would possibly, again, something that we're passionate about is improving the female side of the sport, especially grassroots. It's a growing part of our club, certainly, but we've seen throughout the last 3 or 4 years a lot more teams coming around for the younger girl side of things, and it's something that we're trying to develop again with some of the initiatives that we've got, to try and develop the actual development of the girls rather than just having them as a second entity, if you know what I mean. We're there to actually develop them through as well. So that's the biggest thing from what I've seen I would change. Yeah,
I mean, it's growing quite quickly, isn't it, girls football? Actually, over the last few years, as you said, it's it's really, really grown, which is good to see. Obviously, we've had a year now of lockdowns, haven't we, on various different times, 2 or 3 different lockdowns. I mean, what impact have you found that that's had on your club and your teams in particular?
I think it's been more just reduced training time and the kids being together. We've not been able to train, obviously, really 3 now, and there was restrictions lockdown where they couldn't do any contact, so there was no tackling. We had to get around that, which it kind of playing sort of section football. And building up from that, we're always masked up as coaches, which I find is just not as friendly. So it's that's been tough. You've got a mask on. It's not as easy to breathe, but yeah, it's also given us time to reflect, Richard, of what can we do better at the club. And as Paul just said, I think one of the biggest areas, and you touched on it before, is girls' football is big now, and the club has fallen a little bit behind. So we want to get in there now, and we want to build that up. And it's not just football; it's about girls having fun and joining in fitness and sport, and they can do that through Cramlington Town and Cramlington in the community. So we are just starting a new Reach for the Stars programme, and this is a new exciting initiative that we're launching on Wednesday, April the 7th, with our first sessions. So that's the big thing really that we're looking to build up on now. For Mini Soccer Club on Mondays and Saturdays, we'll start sessions on Wednesday, and I'll let Paul tell you a bit more about those.
Yeah, so again, this is came from the lockdown, realizing how much the girls missed football, how much we missed football as well. Don't get me wrong, but how much the girls were missing football, and again going back to the development side of the girls arm of our club. We've come up with some new sessions, all free to join. It's not as if it's subs or anything like that. It's free to join for all ages of girls from 4-year-old up to basically adults. We've got at least 1 hour free session a week for them. As Mike said, Mondays, Wednesdays, Sundays. So we're going to be busy. Don't get me wrong, but it's something that we've been passionate about, and let's hope we can get some more girls playing the sport. You know,
we've called it Reach for the Stars. We're actually going to have like a program where they can develop more. The youngsters from 5 till 8 can get Shooting Stars Award, so we'll have certificates and gradings. 9 to 11-year-olds Rising Stars, and the 12 to 15-year-olds will be called Superstars, and they've got a chance to progress within the club. And on Wednesdays, me and Paul will be taking the 12 to 15-year-olds Wednesday 6 till 7 Superstars as well. And then after that, at the same time, Stu, our chairman, Stu Lovejoy, he's running the actual ladies just play session, so the mums can get involved and they can just play football as well. So we're doing something right from the bottom for the girls now, all the way through the club. So really excited.
Oh, excellent! I mean, that's going to be great. I mean, obviously, football, as you said, is coming back, isn't it? Next week for grassroots football, which is great. I mean, I know obviously you're getting involved in that that you've just said there, to Reach for the Stars. Are you still playing leagues as well? Is your league resuming, or is that finished now?
Go on, Paul.
No, it's the league started up again. There is the added bonus of midweek sessions or matches, as well as the weekends. But they're trying their best to finish the league. Again, the teams I've had some communication with some of the teams. We're all going to try our best to come up with times during the week, because again, weeknights aren't the best. It's normally when we all train. So we're all going to work together and try and get the league finished. We all know that there's the restrictions everyone's got. So we're all going to try our best to get the league finished. I believe there may even be a cup competition as well, but that hasn't been announced as of yet.
Yeah, I think we only played 3 games because the girls have an initial league, and then at our age group they split depending on how they performed.
Right.
And the leagues start again. There's promotion and relegation, and it starts again sort of December time. So we only actually played 3 games in the new league.
Right.
So that was only a quarter of the matches. So we've got quite a few to play yet.
Okay, good. I mean, it's good that it's that they haven't. I know some leagues have just decided to abandon them, haven't they? And not finished. So it's good that you're still getting some league games as well as the other stuff that you're doing. Finally, before you go, just is the club active on social media? Can people find, obviously, to get more information maybe about those sessions as well? Is there anything on social media that people can look out for?
We've got a Facebook. So Cramlington Town's got its own Facebook page as well. There is, again, we've got a link through Cramlington in the community. The website of the club could be a little bit better. We're going to be working on that, and we're going to be setting up a girl dedicated page. That's something that's coming. But again, the Reach for the Stars program, we're going to be putting that out everywhere. So we're launching that tomorrow. So you're getting the exclusive here tonight. On this one, but we're actually launching our full social media. I've held Paul till tomorrow, but he's been bursting at the seams with excitement to let everyone know. So you're a star.
No, I mean it's great that you know that you've announced it here first. That's great, and I say the video will go out later on tonight as well. So it'll maybe give people a heads up. It's good that you know you launch it yourself tomorrow as well. So obviously the important thing is that people can find out about it if they're interested in getting involved. That's the main thing, isn't it? You know, which was good a good reason for you guys coming on today as well, which is great. So I mean, thanks for your time today, guys. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for joining in with the channel, and yeah, good luck for the restart. Good luck for your Reach for the Stars as well. I hope it really works out well for you, and hopefully we can catch up again maybe later on in the year.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, and maybe and see one of the sessions and see how it's getting on.
That sounds good. Excellent. Thanks very much, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you. See you.
Cheers. So thanks very much to Paul and Mike then for joining the channel. So look out for the launch of their Reach for the Stars program. Really good initiative that is for girls and women's football in the area. So if you want to get involved in that, check them out on social media. Stay tuned to the channel because I've got a lot more of these interviews coming up over the next week or so as we head in towards the restart of grassroots football. If you do like what I'm doing, you like the video, please give it a like. Please subscribe to the channel as well, as it does help these videos to reach a larger audience. Of course, with football back up and running in the next week or so, I will be back out filming games. I offer match highlights. I offer go on this channel on YouTube, also on DVDs as well, and lots of other stuff as well that I can offer your club. So if that's something that might interest you, please get in touch. All the details are on the screen at the moment. And if you'd like to take part in one of these interviews to promote something your club are doing at grassroots level, again, please get in touch. It'd be great to have you on and give you the opportunity to talk about your club as Paul and Mike have just done there. So stay tuned to the channel. Lots coming up. I say please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. This is North East Football Media.